We're doing the spark plugs on Neil's truck.
From diesel or gas pacers to rocket-powered racers, Nomads, Go-Mads, RVs, schoolies, they'll turn it, tweak it, tune it, fix it so smoothly. That's why he's Badge. Everybody needs one.
If you haven't had the spark plug wires off in 2 years, the chances are that you're going to break one. So we broke one. Now, instead of panicking and running to the auto parts store and all that crap, I'm going to show you how to fix it. So what you'll have is a boot, and there'll be a rubber in there, and you dig the rubber, the old spark plug covering off, right? And then you have to use dielectric grease. And then you put the dielectric grease on there, and then you just push the spark plug wire up in there like so, right? And then you just push it up and keep pushing it up until you can get it at the spark plug wire, right? Now, this grease doesn't bother, it doesn't deteriorate or nothing. Okay, so now this is the old end off the spark plug. So now what we did was just spread it with a pair of side cutters so that it spreads like this. Now, everybody and their dog has got a pair of pliers like this around. These are for coax, but what you want is that round one there because you don't want to crush the wire more than you just want it to grab it. You don't want to bite it right in. Then what you do is you strip the wire off about 3/4 of an inch. Now this is the wire. Now there's a little wire sticking out here. Don't pull that because that goes way up in there. Cut that off, and then you get a straight edge, and then you cut the casing with a pair of strippers like this, ordinary old electric strippers, and you just cut the casing, right? And don't hit the wire. And then you take the wire and fold it up underneath and put that down on the spark plug and like so. And then you take your pliers like this and just crush it together like so. Okay? And then what that does is it bites into the harness just to hold it there, right? And then you just crush it in there. And this is only the same size as the wire, so it won't crush it right down, right? Just like that. Fixed. Just like the breakfast. Done. And then you just slide the boot back up onto the... Just slide it back up. Then it'll go in there a little ways. And like I always say, Bob's your uncle. There, you just saved yourself, what, 20 bucks? And you never even had to leave the country. So that's how you fix a spark plug wire. A lot of people say that they're broke, they're no good. If it wasn't missing, if you didn't change the spark plugs because it was missing, then the chance of the spark plug wire being faulty is pretty slim to none. So just fix the damn thing. You don't need to throw new parts at this stuff all the time. So that's how you fix a spark plug wire. Okay, see, this is what the throttle body right here. Now, see all this black stuff? And right by the butterfly, you see the butterfly, the black ring around the butterfly? That's where your gas mileage goes, right through the tube. So what you have to do is clean that up I do it every 6 months, but some people don't do that. But that there is where your gas mileage goes. You could probably lose about anywhere from 2 to 3 miles a gallon just for that little bit right here. So clean that all up and I'll show you what it looks like after. You clean it, you see that edge is gone, that black edge, and see where it shuts, that black is gone. That's where you get 2 to 3 miles. Where you'll notice that most of these at a stop sign, when you go to take off, sometimes it'll hesitate, but then what the hell do I know? Neil just went on a test drive. Remember cleaning the throttle? Now, being people with prosthetic legs, this means a big deal. Go ahead, Neil.
Okay, so every time I get a new vehicle to drive, I have to learn the throttle because I don't drive with my foot. I drive with my hip and my knee. So I tend to goose it too much with new throttles before I learn them. So between changing the spark plugs and him cleaning out my throttle body for me, I had to relearn my throttle because I was goosing it too much. It had more pep in its step.
Perfect. Badge. Everybody needs one. We love our badge. And just